Ok. Fernando, David, ¿estamos preparados? We are ready to start. Hola, David. Fernando.
Hi.
Bueno, buenas tardes a todos.
Hello. Sorry.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Y en primer lugar, os queremos pedir disculpas por el cambio de horario ayer. Tuvimos causas de fuerza mayor que nos obligaron a retrasarlo el día de hoy. Entonces, bueno, esperemos que hoy sea un Zoom provechoso para que podamos avanzar en Nimbus versión 2 de nuestra plataforma. Nos acompañan Fernando y David, ¿de acuerdo? Entonces, bueno, les voy a saludo. Hi, David. Hi, Fernando. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Okay. I don't know. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for our apologies about the delay of yesterday, the Zoom chain that we have to do. But let's go to start right now today, just to go ahead in the Nimbus platform actual update. Okay. Fernando, how do you want to manage? How do you want just to start from your side? Let's go ahead with the. I think that you have something, a presentation ready to show to all the community.
Yeah, sure. So let me just go and share the screen. Let me know when you can see it. I can't share it, Javier. You need to give me permission to share it. Okay, thank you, Javier. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Again, our apologies for not being able to do this yesterday, but you know, it was mainly me and David. David was traveling with a very, very crazy trip. You know, he was telling me all about it today, and I was not feeling very well. I think too much work, you know, it was kind of take a toll on me, and I felt a bit down. So there was a few things together that make us delay this. So it's not a big issue. So just accept my apologies, okay? Next slide. So today it's going to be me and David, and we're going to talk about some of the things we've been doing, new team configuration, licensing, and some other news that I want to give you, okay? So I want to announce that Wasim is taking the role of Chief Financial Technology Officer. He's been helping us quite a lot in the background. I had an excellent chat with him the last few days about the new dApps that we're preparing, and I made him an offer, and he's starting straight away as the Chief Financial Technology Officer. Yeah, so we are reconfiguring a little bit of the team. One of the persons we're looking for at the moment is an investors relation manager. We are also looking for 2 community managers at the moment, one for China. We are pretty much having 2 partnerships being agreed at the moment. So sometime this week we will most probably announce and bring some more partners. But mainly these 2 community managers are going to take care of the China and the CIS countries markets. Okay, we need to expand. We've been talking a lot about this for the last 2 months, and this is the right time now to do it. Now that we're launching the product, we want to be ready before we start to tackle these markets. And so we do expect a fast growth in those markets, and I think you understand already why. And this type of ecosystems that we are creating is something that people in China mainly, they like it a lot. Not actually China, you know, Southeast Asia, Korea. That's another market that we want to go very fast. There, Singapore. Japan is I'm talking with a few people to see if we can go faster in those markets as well. Yeah, and it's extremely important to have community managers, right? So we've been looking as well to have a few around Europe. So we're talking with the right people at the moment already within our community, but I don't want to say yet. But we're nearly there. Okay, so we have one position for an analyst as well, and we starting to look. We already talking with everyone that can help us in finding these people, so we'll announce more soon. So you can expect the team to be increasing in the next 2 weeks. Yeah. So there was a lot discussed the last week. Yeah, last Saturday. Yeah, was. My presentation was a bit, you know, I think I'm aware it was quite a bit for some people, you know, it was quite technology driven, but we try to simplify as much as possible what we are trying to do. And you will see this type of graphic that is going to be available as well on the website and on our decks, our presentations. And this kind of explains a little bit how the DAO structure works for the entire ecosystem. Yeah. So what it really means is you will be the GNIM token holders. Yeah, will be the ones that pretty much benefit from every single financial transaction in the system. Yeah. That is the bottom line. Yeah, I continue to stress this because this is extremely important for people to understand. Yeah, so we are publishing more on the website, and I know if you go to the website, you see a few things that have changed, and we'll be updating this week. Actually, within the next few days, we'll be updating the website with more information about this and how everything works. So a bit more clear. Yeah. We had really, what we launched was a bit, how should I say, under pressure, you know, because we need to show that we are doing something. So expect the website with a few more changes and more clarity. Okay. So these are the revenue channels for the Nimbus ecosystem. Okay. You will see here something coming soon. Some are not published yet because we are still working around and realigning with the partners, you know, some of these. Yes, so it's extremely important when we publish something that we want to do it in the right way. But again, I stress, these revenue channels will be constantly changing. You know, in some of these it could be a lot bigger or a lot less. It just depends. You know, it's how it flows. Depends how much liquidity is in the system. Depends on a lot of the market conditions. So these are sort of averages that we know it's happening at the moment and happen even when it was on a downturn. Yeah. So what we're putting here is quite conservative. Some of these are already fixed. There's nothing we can change. For example, the swap fee, it is fixed by Uniswap. Yeah. And there's nothing we can do. Okay. So what that means, for example, the swap fee is that for every single transaction that happens in the system, yeah, in the ecosystem, there is a swap fee of 0.3% that will go for the liquidity providers, yeah, for Nimbus and liquidity providers. So there's a there's a lot more clarification that and when I say Nimbus, I'm talking about token holders, yeah, of GNAS, okay? So it's extremely important for people to understand that all of these revenue streams are really going to be distributed for the GNAS token holders constantly, yeah, straight into the wallets, yeah. There's no somebody approving or not approving, you know, it's all in smart contract, it's all automated, and it gets straight away into your wallets, yeah. So every token bought, every token sold, every lending that happens in the ecosystem, the crowdfunding, the trading, everything generates revenue for the Nimbus ecosystem, yeah, and then gets distributed directly straight in GNAS token holders, okay? This is extremely important because I want you to really understand the value that we are creating here. And as we clarify a bit more, and what are some of these revenue channels, we will be publishing more about this. You understand we are creating a lot of value for everyone, okay? So this is probably leaked already. I wanted to announce just now, but it was leaked. Somebody found out the smart contract. So we already are on a test net. This is the Nimbus token on NUS, as you can see, 1 billion. And we are just going through tests at the moment, yeah? There's going to be a few updates here and there, obviously, as we are updating things, but at the moment, it's available on the Etherscan, is the Ethereum network. Anybody can go and have a look and see what we are doing, okay? Also, I'm aware that somebody leaked this, but anyway, we don't want to hide anything, but we want to actually share at the right time. But because it was leaked, I'm sharing here. I didn't really want to share it until we are because this is just a test at the moment, you know, it's not styled with the Nimbus website styles, yeah. So with our our approach is really from the development, we start to test straight away, you know, as we find things, you know, we fix, and then it gets to styling and makes it look really nice, yeah. So expect to see this. We're gonna have a swap platform on the Nimbus site, and there's a few screenshots, and people already have had a look at the URL. So you can see pretty much that it is attached to the smart contract. This is on a test net. So we're going through all of these at the moment, okay? And you will see it familiar if you already seen the MetaMask wallet videos and the FAQs, etc., etc. You know, I think it's a very familiar user interface. We don't want to change much, but you know, it's important that we make it easier as possible for users, yeah. And again, please, you know, just this is not the end styling that we're going to end up with, okay? This is just core coming from developers, so we are doing quite a lot of work in making sure that it looks nice, okay? So audit and security. I've been talking with the CEO of Zocchio. So they are the auditors, a very well-known security team, and they are at the moment looking at our smart contracts. They will come back in a day or so to tell us how long it's going to take. It really depends on the smart contracts, on the complexity. So they first are scanning, having a look. These guys are quite busy at the moment, but you know, I had a very good conversation with CEO. I know him for quite some time, and they are willing to support us. Okay, so we'll try to accelerate as maximum as we can, but we cannot compromise security. Okay, there's a lot of things that has happened in a lot of these projects out there, and we want to be sure that we audited by the best or one of the best. Yeah. So we had 3 options, and I selected with the one that I felt more comfortable and actually could help us, you know, within the time frame that we want to do what we are doing. Okay, so we will be towards the mid and probably end of this week. We'll tell you more. We'll update you more where we are with this. So just keep an eye on what's coming out. Okay, from our communications, or maybe the next time I talk to you, then everything is finalized. Finalized in terms of, you know, we're probably already starting, and, you know, things are going forward fast. Okay, because this is going to take some time. We're talking probably a couple of weeks before all the audit securities and be really ready for something. Okay. So I want to announce a new bounty program. Again, this was very much requested by people, so I had to think a lot. How could we bring this bounty program? A couple of weeks I start to figure out some of the things I want to do, and because if you look on the right, it is an ecosystem, yeah, that we are creating. So how can you plug a bounty program on this? Yeah, so it is more of a referral system, like you see out there. Yeah. So there's not very complex, because we can't make what it was before. What was before was created for different reasons. What we have now is a very typical referral system that many have implemented in the past, including PayPal. You know, when the PayPal started, they created as well a referral system. So what we're doing is a referral of 6 levels. Okay. And we can't go below that, because it just doesn't make sense. You know, this is not a MLM project, or, you know, we want to create a real referral system with extremely very big value for users. Okay, so what does that mean is that when you saw the 0.3% of transaction fee, which generates a huge amount of revenue, yeah, we will be taking 0.1% of the transaction fee from that 0.3, yeah, and that is from all the transaction fees in the DeFi ecosystem that you see around. As you saw, there was a lot of revenue channels. So any buy or sale of NUS tokens, any buy or sale of a GNUS tokens, any liquidity that is added to the pools, yeah, any liquidity that is retrieved to the pools, etc., etc. All of that generates a transaction fee. Yeah. So from every referral that you add, not just the first level, up to 6 levels, yeah, that 0.1% transaction fee from that referral, that user that came to the platform and bought a minimum of X NUS tokens, yeah, or a minimum of GNUS tokens, then that percentage, or from the first time they come, 0.1% of that transaction fee is added straight away to your wallet. This goes straight to your MetaMask wallet. Okay, there's no waiting, there's nothing like that. Okay, someone buys the tokens, you get straight away, almost immediately, that transaction fee. Okay, and then that goes up to 5 levels more down. Yeah, but from then onward, that user that came to the platform, for every time they buy or sell a token or add liquidity or retrieve their liquidity back to their wallet, you will continue to get that transaction fee constantly for all the life that the user is in the platform. Okay, this is extremely important for you to understand, because this could be extremely valuable for you. Okay, I actually do feel this is, in my opinion, much better, much bigger than what you had before. Okay, because I know how DeFi works, and I know how this the ecosystem works when it comes to transaction, buy a sale of swaps, yeah, constant swaps of tokens, yeah, then and it's extremely important to actually get the right terms. We're talking here is about swaps constantly. So, you know, buy or sale is, I'm just saying those terms so you understand better, but in fact, it is really a swap, yeah? So all of this is governed by smart contracts. It's all automated. Yeah, there's no Nimbus or admin or anybody interfering with this, yeah? Once the program is running, for every single user that you add to the platform, you know, it's recognized, associates your wallet with that user referral ID and the other person wallet, and then from then onwards, you know, you get a 0.1 of the transaction fee, okay, across six referral levels, yeah. So I can tell you only one thing, yeah. This can be a very, very good referral system, okay? That's all I want to tell you. So there's a lot more about this, okay? I just wanted to give you the highlights, some of the points. Some of these will change that I've been speaking to you about, but for sure, we know that will be 6 referral levels, 0.1% of transaction fee. So now we're just preparing the bounty and the program so we can publish so people do understand how this is going to work, okay? It's not very dissimilar from what we had, but it's different tables, and it is about, you know, straight away into your MetaMask wallet, okay? And those are the core differences here. And that's it, really. And I will actually, when we publish more, I will tell you more about it, okay? So this is the tentative date at the moment. We will go live on the 14th of December, okay? We've been trying, and believe me, we've been trying hard to get it live before, you know, but, you know, with all the things that we have and all the partnerships we have to make, you know, we really want to get this right. We just don't, we had some pressure going on, and I do understand that. Yeah, believe me, I really do understand that. But I think that I have to say to you now, just, you know, we have to wait for the live date, okay? And as you see, as we are publishing more what we are doing, including the liquidity providers and all the relationships you are creating with market makers, etc., then you will start to understand why we have to do it in this way, okay? We will publish more. We'll come up more about the live dates, what's going to happen, you know. We're working really hard for this marketing plan, so we expect this week for sure to have that pretty much aligned with the partners, yeah, and then we'll start to go forward quite hard, you know. So, David, do you want to say anything? If yes, please go ahead.
I think you're covering most of the technical and timeline basis. The biggest thing is there are a lot of legal, financial, and technical things that are coming together at the same time that we have to navigate, and we have to work. This is what we were doing. We were very clear from the beginning. It was a phased approach. We're entering phase 2 of this, obviously, and I know our community is being somewhat concerned because of the history of what's been happening in some of the companies in their local market, but we do need them to be a little more patient, because considering what we're achieving and what we're planning here is actually like what we said from day one. We are not only democratizing finance, but we have to do it in a very regulated fashion, and we have to do it in a fashion that is extremely, it's all fintech. It's complex codes and things coming together at the same time. And I understand there is a level of anxiety by some of the users. We just want them, and our communication hasn't been best, and we'll clearly admit to that. But they don't know what they don't know. We're working really hard. There's a team working really hard, Fernando, Javier, and a lot of other people that you guys don't know about. Try to make this work and make this a success. And I know the first reaction is, you know, for people to say, hey, what is happening with this? We need more updates. They want access to the user accounts that they had, user balances that they had. You will get all of that plus more if you allow us to be successful. So I want to thank the community. I know it hasn't been easiest for them, because I think when there is not enough communication, sometimes they start imagining the worst case scenario, and that's not the case here. So we just want to thank them, thank their support, and we're excited for what is coming up next. I'll turn this over back to you. I think you have a few more things to go through at a high level, Fernando, and I see Wasim has joined us as well. Welcome. And I'll turn this over back to you, Fernando.
Yeah, so Wasim, do you want to then say some words as well? I know you've been there in the back end listening to us. So
yeah, sure. Thank you, Fernando. Really, it's an honor to get the appointment and to have the confidence of the team. I really appreciate that. It's great to be here with you and David and everyone, with Javier and all of our users, because, you know, this is actually a really quite momentous occasion. I remember the old days when having E-Trade go live for online trading was a very big deal. And we probably haven't been at a stage that exciting with financial technology since that time, mid to late 90s, you know. So this is a really great time to be in the industry. A lot of things happening. I think that the coming weeks and months we'll have a lot to celebrate. It is the holiday season. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates in the US and elsewhere. And, you know, we have Christmas coming and New Year's. I think 2021 will prove to be a very big year for crypto, for DeFi, and for Nimbus. So, yeah, it's a great honor, and thank you very much. And I hope that we'll be speaking a lot more very soon.
Thank you, Wasim. So, at the moment, one of the things that we are quite engaged is the licensing. Yeah. So we decided that we have really to split the risk around some of the things we are doing, because regulators are quite complex. So we're going to do the licensing, and this is already being totally lined up with the lawyers, okay, at different phases. So we are at the moment submitting, and we're just going back and forwards with the forms with the lawyers, is the crowdfunding and the P2P. So the crowdfunding and the P2P will have to be split into different streams. Yeah, so we can't be on the same licensing. And anyway, we were expecting that. So I just wanted to give you a bit more where we are at the moment. And we expect pretty soon, yeah, to have, I would say probably next 2 weeks, to have some feedback, okay? As soon as we have that, I will keep you updated. So until we have that, I'm not going to touch more on the licensing, because until we receive some more feedback, there's no point. Yeah, I just don't want to keep telling you where we are in the same story, okay? So about the live dates, I think I mentioned to you, we're going to go live on the 14th of December, yeah? So expect a lot more from us between now and then, and there's going to be clear steps about what's going to happen, when you're going to get the airdrop, because this is important. So what I want to emphasize is that, you know, please do set up your MetaMask wallet. That's why we've been for already some time talking about the MetaMask wallet. Again, if you are having issues to do that, please do talk with your leaders. Reach to our support team as well, and we will be able to support you on that. And this is extremely important because is the way that you're going to receive automatically the airdrops for the tokens. Okay. That's pretty much it from me. Unless Javier or David, did I miss something? I'm really sorry, but I kind of have been a bit down for the last two days, so I don't know if I missed anything.
I don't believe so. It's just for everyone to know, on December 14th is the date you're going to start receiving tokens in your wallets that can be publicly sold. So remember that, connect your MetaMask, because if you don't have a MetaMask, your wallet is unable to receive this, and Wasim can talk about that a lot more than I can. We're going to start effectively putting, and that date of the 14th is the start date. I want to clarify that for the users. It's the start date that they're going to start seeing deposits into their account. That's correct?
Yes.
Fernando.
So yeah, we'll be talking a lot more about that. So it's from 14th onward. There's going to be a phased out release of the tokens.
So you're gradually going to see more stuff, more tokens into your wallets. Just keep that in mind. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I want to thank you again for taking time to listen to us and for the updates we're giving you. And please do reach out the usual channels, to your leaders if you need any more clarity. And as usually, this is going to be available. This record is going to be available for everyone. So Javier, do you want to take over from now, please?
Okay, well, really
finish.
Just also would like to add, I would like just to work with the leaders and work with them to educate also in the process how to manage the platform before they go live date. And we are also preparing a guide just to how to do that. And if it's necessary to prepare some kind of technical Zoom to work on it, we will do now, Fernando.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sí, quería decir que hasta esa fecha trabajaremos mucho todo lo que es la parte de educación, de cómo todo el mundo tiene que usar la plataforma, cómo los distintas de apps estarán funcionando para que ese día, en esa fecha, todo el mundo esté preparado para una buena uso de la plataforma. Intentaremos con los líderes y también de alguna manera estamos preparando unas guías de uso para que esto se comparta. Agradecemos además a todos vosotros los que nos estáis ayudando también a difundir, por ejemplo, en el tema de MetaMask, ¿no? Que es muy importante que todo el mundo esté linkado, conectado. Entonces, bueno, muchos de los canales, casi todos los canales de Telegram habéis creado guías de usuario para que, bueno, se accede a vídeos, y esto desde nuestro lado os lo queremos agradecer, ¿de acuerdo? Y en principio nada más. Como dice Fernando, este vídeo estará colgado en YouTube y estamos a vuestra disposición. Están, como siempre, los canales de comunicación abiertos ante cualquier duda o cuestión. Y bueno, ya queda menos para que esta fase 2 esté en marcha. Fernando, David, Wasim, thank you for your time. Thank you for see you soon. Something more, Fernando? Is okay?
No,
yes.
Thank you very much. And we will announce soon when it's going to be the next Zoom call for everyone, okay, with more updates. So we're going to continue to do this. Yeah?
Okay. Muchas gracias a todos. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches.
Thank you. Bye-bye.